Hello friends, welcome to Office Platforms. Santosh this side. Today we will see how we can create a simple Google or Bing like search options inside Excel when we have a simple data set. Over here we can see this is a very simple data set that we have, and if we want to search something from this data set, okay, and this is the place where we have the option to search. For example, if I write 1 second, it is still in developer mode. Okay. If I write John, we can see details of all the names that have John in it. Okay, and if I want to search by age, see, no data found, but since age is a number, if we write 32, 33, or 45, sorry, 45, we can get. And similarly, if I want to search by salary, if I write 50, see, anywhere if it is salary is 50. If I write even more specific, 500, 5,000, 50,000. Okay, and if I want to search by occupation, so it is the occupation column. If I write analyst, ANA, see, any occupation which has got ANA in it, it will be highlighted over here. And if I don't want to restrict my search to a particular column, but I want to search to the entire data set, like here, I can click over here and I say anything just like SAN, see, creative SAN, and if I write, there could be a possibility, if there is no SAN over here, there is a possibility that we can get something like something SAN over here. No. Okay, let me go by say okay, my talking. So if I write O space K, see, we can get, okay, anything, whatever we write, if that item, if that search string is available in any of the lines of line items over here, it should appear in this data set. Also, we will see how we can format the format the data set. If I write SAN, see, the data set automatically gets bordered in this. Okay, and if I click this bar, the data set will automatically clear, the search box will clear the data. Okay, and this I have created using the VB script, Office scripts. Okay, let's jump into the new file with the data set and see how this is prepared. So friends, let's start with creating the search engine, our own personal search engine for the data set that we have. Okay, for ease of access, I will be using the same data set that I have shown you in the introduction of this video. I have already created the table for this data set. The table's name is data for search bar. Okay, and now let us go to the new Excel tab and create the necessary uh, inputs. Okay, and for the beginning will be the name of the data, the headers for the headers of the data, and I will paste it over here. And let us insert two more, give it a space, and go to design mode, insert the text box or the search box. Okay, for now let us do this and insert a rectangular shape. Okay, rectangular shape, and make it no fill, sorry, it has to be shape fill, has to be no fill. Okay, and make it borders, make the shape format border shape fill as blue, sorry, outline, it has to be outline as blue. Okay, and go to the properties, link cells. To get the exact path or the process of link cells, what I usually do is I click select and select I8. Okay, I8, and then enter. So for our safety, let us highlight this cell I8 as yellow. Okay, and J8 is also yellow. I will let you know why we are doing this. Okay, now copy this part. Okay, go to the search box, right, yeah, developer mode, yeah, properties, and linked cells, click on linked cells and say paste. Now enter. So if you move out of the developer mode and write anything, say HUS, anything HUS, if you see over here, HUS is written. Okay, now let us do some more basic formattings. Go to design mode, select properties, remove sunken and write as flat. So it is gone. Now after this, insert icon which says a magnifying glass or anything, something like that. Okay, magnifying glass or no, search, yes it is, and here it is, insert. Okay, change the color of the shape if possible. Let us do the color black. So select no, and then select this one. Okay, now it is done. Okay, and put it over here and send it back. No, don't send back. If I click over here, it goes. Okay, now make it small, align it. Wow. So let us do some adjustments over here and write this. Select this first, example box, and this, and graphic formats, align, middle. Now if I write, sorry, go out of the design mode. If I select anything, write your 10. We don't need this anymore. Remove it. Okay. This is the formatting, required formatting. Now let us add the radio buttons for our searches. Okay. Search by first one will be search by name. Another one will be search by age. Copy, paste. Okay. And edit, copy, paste. Search by city. Next is city. Next, copy, paste. Search by occupation. Next is occupation. And object with copy and again paste it, and search by salary. And the last one, our favorite, search anywhere in the data set. Okay, search in entire data set. Okay. Now if you see over here, we have written John. So we want, if I go with the only with the name. Okay, before that I forgot, we need to link these cell, these radio buttons. Format control, I will select I8, which I said earlier, so J8. Okay, so if I select by age, it will go 2, and this one if I select by name, it will select say 1, and for entire data set it will be 6. Okay. Now before I proceed with the function, let me help you understand the another important function which we will be using inside the filter function, that is the nested function, that is the search function. So what the search function is states that if we want to search something within within a text. So suppose if I want to search John inside this cell. Okay, so the search function gives the first place where John is starting. So if I write, the subject, sorry, the search function, the find text, that is find John. Okay, from where do we need to search it? We will be searching it from here. And if I close it, okay, and enter, if you see the number 1 comes up. What does that number 1 mean? The number 1 means the place from where we can find this John is. So over here, the place where John starts is the first character. John Doe is the name, and John, the J, the first initial J starts in the first character. Similarly, if I drag it and if I drag it to the last, what do we see? Well, I was supposed to freeze it. Okay, and drag. Okay, now over here, if you see 9 on this cell, Michael John, you will see what is the 9. The 9 is the 9th character. So M1, M, I2, C3, H4, A5, E6, L7, and the space is going to be 8, and J is going to be the 9th. Okay, this 9th position, it is John starts on the 9th position of the name over here. Okay, now what we will do, we will see it, what we can see that it will get either it is giving a number or an error. Okay, now what we need to do is that we need to convert this into a boolean, that is true or false. Are we getting a result or are we not getting a result? Okay, what do we need to do that? For that we will use a isnumber concept, isnumber function, where it will search if the resulting value is a number or not. If it is a number, then it will give a true, or else it will give a false. So let us try and see. So we are going to use this concept in the filter function, where if we write John, then if there is a result, then it will give the values of all. It will filter the data from this data set and it will present it in the search new file. So let us see and how we can use it. We will write filter array data. This is the data set. Now is number. Okay, search what? Search is the data set of I8 over here. Okay, let us freeze it, comma. Where do we need to search? We need to search it over here in the data set. Okay? Data set closed. Okay, is number closed and filter is closed. Did I miss something? Enter. So if we write anything apart from this, say Ima, or we can write ASC, or we can write Scott, A dash Scott. Let's see if we can get A. Even it is not case sensitive. Okay, there is a difference between no find and search. This is one of the major differences where we need to use the search function, because search is not case sensitive but find is a case sensitive. Okay, so Ima Scott. So this is a very simple one where we have use the data over here. Okay, now if there is no data, if this is blank, it should give us blank. What we can do over here is that we can add a simple condition. Okay, if length of I8, that is F4, okay, sorry, I8 the data set is equal to say 0, then blank, else filter the data. And in this filtered data, what we can say, if it is blank, we can write no data count. Okay, it corrected that. Okay, see, no data found. Okay, and it is blank, then we will get a blank one. Now let us use this concept for all of the radio buttons, but for that we need to save this function or this value inside a name range. For that, let us copy this. Okay, control F3 and create a new name, search by names, and paste it. Okay, click OK. So if I write over here is equal to search by names and enter, no data found. But if I write just say something called king, okay, that is what, where did, yeah, Ima king. If I write Ima, see, we can write, get that king. If I write king, we can write this, get this search, the three names. Okay, I will use the same logic for names, for age, for city, for occupation and salary, and for each other's to save each other's time, I will fast forward this data, and once I create the salaries part, I will again resume. Yes, friends, I have prepared the name ranges. I have created I have created a formula for each of the radio buttons or the options over here, for names, for age, for city, for occupation, for salary. So we can click the Control F3 button and see the name manager, and we can get the list. But this creation of name range was required because we want to tag each of that formula to each of the radio buttons. Okay, and how are we going to use it? We will be using this number part. If you see, remember, if I select name, it will 1. If I select age, it comes to 2. Okay, so we have a choose function. How it works is that if we select 1, it gives the option as 1. Okay, for example, let me explain. If I write here choose index value, index num, we will connect this index num to over here F4 and write value 1. If it is 1, if the number, so the values have to be in sequence. So it first comes as the name, search by name, comma, search by age, next comes search by city, next comes search by occupation, and the last comes search by salary. Okay, close. So if search 1 is written, the value over here will be name. So suppose if I write Kim, okay, see over here it is Kim, but the moment I select age, no data is found, because how it works is that if I select this one now, see, no data is found for over here. Okay, but if I select for city, if let's say San, okay, see, we have a data for San. And if I write select for by search by name, we will get nothing. And let us find something where both of them are there. Let us filter this data and see. Oh, San is nowhere in common to anyone. Okay, so no use. Okay, There has to be something, okay? Oh, I didn't get it check. Okay, and if I write by salary, okay, if I select this one salary and if I write 75, see the data is for 75. Okay, now, but what about for the entire data set? This was the main thing, right? For that, what I will do is that I will copy one of my formulas over here, okay, copy and paste it in a notepad. Very soon you will understand why I'm doing this. Okay, now let's go back and close. For the entire data set, we just have to combine all the name managers. That's it. Okay, and how are we going to do that? Let us write filter, same function, okay, data for search, and then this is the function that we will be using for data set is number, data, and copy. Okay, so if I write paste, so it will be name, okay, and then it will be filter. Let us do that properly. First filter is closed. Okay, search is closed. Each number is closed. Okay, now plus the same function. Let us copy this. Okay, Control C, paste. Next, same. Okay, I will explain you the logic very soon. Age plus again it will be city plus it will be occupation, and then last it will be salary. And let us close this comma, and if no data for not data, okay, close. See, we will add that if function later on. Let's see how it works. Okay, so suppose if I want to search for, okay, let us add this one also onto the choose function, okay, and give this a name. Okay, if I have a select, yeah, now before that, okay, understand one thing, these radio button options are not working because we have eliminated the choose function over here. We will again put that choose function very soon. Okay, now let us write something, anything. Let us write new. See, new is coming, no restrictions over here. Okay, and if I say 75, it is 75 is coming. If I write NER, say PH designer is coming, is there anything? No. And if I write A, so A is something which can be found anywhere, so that is the reason we are getting so much of data. And if I write Ben, Ben is coming. So before that, let us map this function with the same if len function. If len I8 for digit is equal to 0, then blank, else filter, and close this. Every time I do something, okay, if I len it's close, enter. What did I do? Okay, my bad. Enter. Yeah, it worked. Huh? Funny things. Now let us map this. Sorry, before that, let us copy this, okay, and give it a name and search any approach, and again write the choose function, choose index number over here f4. If it is 1, search by name. If it is 2, then search by age. If it is 3, search by city. If it is 4, search by occupation. If it is 5, search by salary. If the last check, if the value is 6, then search any. Bracket close, enter. Okay, since we have selected search by salary, now let us select search by entire data set. So let's check if the data is working properly or not. So let us write san, this coming over here. Okay, if I write san T2SH. If I write my name over here and go back to the data set and write Santosh, if it is coming, yes, it is coming. If I replace it with my age, Control R, let's see if it is coming. Yes, it is coming over here. And if I remove it, it is not coming. But if I enter my name again on the salary part, is it coming? Yes, it is coming. So the data is perfectly coming up and we can see it, right? Now let us try to understand how the formula functions. There is nothing new in this logic. So initially the logic that we applied for name, okay, so wherein we try to identify if the value is found in the search, it will be converted, then the value will be output will be in the form of a number, and if the number, if it is a number, then we will convert that value, that number into true, and then it, or else it will be false. We have combined the same logic for all the columns, and then when the, so for name, if it is true, this means it will give a value. And similarly, if the name, if the value, if we get a value for age, it will be true. And if we get a value for city, it will be true. If we get a value for occupation, it will be true. Suppose if the value is not found in the salary, it will be false. But since we found a true for a particular line or the number, the filter data will extract that information and it will present it to us. Okay, so this is the formula that has been used for the complete search for in the entire data. Okay, what's next? If you remember, I have it, whenever there is a data that is coming up, there was a border line that used to pop up over here. How do we do? We can create that using the condition. For that, what we can do, we can create, see, this data contains both numbers and text. We need to create a logic wherein the both the conditions will be met. So what we will do is that we will use a formula called OR, which will find text or number, each text which will trace if this cell is a text, or each number which will say press is the same text, is same cell is a value is a number or text. Okay, enter. So for all it will come true only. Okay, okay, 5 cells, this was the 6th one. So what we will do, I will copy this, okay, and go back over here and home, condition formatting, manage rules, new rule, formula is equal to this one, format, outline, okay, okay, and I will select this data till somewhere around say 100. Okay, close, apply, okay, done. Go back. Okay, it didn't work. Let's see what went wrong. Okay, let's see what went wrong over here. Conditions, manage rules. It worked, was supposed to, okay, let's see, it came up over here. C14. Okay, no, what went, it is just, I think, applied. Let's type it over here. Let's go back and relook at this text function. Okay, outline, okay. Okay, let's go back and see if it is applied. Yes, it is applied. Okay, now the only thing that is left for us is to clear this cell, the value. Okay, what we can do for that is that we will go back to the automate tab and click on record actions. So this will create the office scripts. Okay, this now we are going to record actions using office script. Now the recording has already started. You can see the recording part. Go back to the data set. Okay, select John. This is the cell that is connected to the search box. Click delete. Okay, now come back, select this cell and stop. Okay, see, this is, if you see over here, if you see, sorry, my bad, if you edit this, you will get the code. Now what happens is that write anything, say san, and run it. See, the data is gone. So what we will do, we will add a button over here, okay, and give it a name. Say if you edit it, rename clear search, right? in here search bar in bar. Okay, now it is clicked. Okay, now let us remove it and again add a button over here. See, done. Now if I write San Francisco, so it is coming up, and if I clear it, it is running, preparing to run, and it will run, and it is clean. Okay, so this is how we will prepare the data or like a search engine. Okay, so in case you have liked this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your colleagues, and till then, take care. Goodbye.